So finally, lastly, give you an update on the bed bug situation. We obviously do not have an infestation. Um, my son doesn't have any in his bed because he has not complained once since that first day that he told me last Friday. I think it was that he was laying in my bed and he got eaten alive in my bed. But anyways, they came, and because all they found were like three bed bugs in, like one actually wound up on my mattress, which I didn't see one before. Again, there was no blood, no feces, no eggs. So he was like, all you need to do is just spray down the mattress type of thing. I'm like, no. I want you to spray this entire house, because when I sit at my computer, I'm getting eaten alive there. So they're hiding somewhere in that chair. So, they found like that one bed bug on the mattress and like, I think another dead one on the box spring and maybe two dead ones. So he, we had to like persuade him to take care of us because he was like, he didn't really see anything. So, my husband stayed with him, and we got him to spray at least around the corners of the living room and the bedrooms, and put poison powder in the outlets so that if they come from another apartment, he did that only in my room. He like wanted to get away with as little as possible. He sprayed down my son's mattress and box spring, my mattress and box spring. We had to take off the cover, and when we left it outside, they say you leave it outside in the sun and the sun will kill them. We left it outside all day in the sun, and when we looked in the box spring, we wanted to make sure there were no bed bugs in there. Obviously there was an egg somewhere, because there were a bunch of baby ones in there, and one one live one. So the sun didn't do nothing. They say it's because it has to be 130 degrees outside. I don't know. Maybe my porch doesn't get good heat. I don't know. But we just made sure we went through that mattress. We really tried to really look at every inseam. I know it's probably impossible, but we did the best we could. Killed every little baby we found. We killed that one adult one we found. Sprayed it down and put it back on the bed. But a word of advice, it's worth it probably to get a more expensive one cover, because it comes with a cotton on top, lining on top, because the one I have is just plastic, and it's so hot here, it just makes me sweat even more at night. It's terrible, and it makes it harder for me to slide in and out of bed. I'm afraid it already ripped. We taped it, so I think it's worth it to buy a more expensive one, but we were just desperate to get something now. The more expensive ones we would have had to order and all of that, so we did that, and he was convinced, he was absolutely convinced that it had to come from the garage where we had left our furniture for those 2.5 weeks. Because, well, he was new, but my husband's been here for almost 3 months, and nobody has complained about bed bugs. So perhaps the person before who used the garage had bed bugs, had their stuff in there, and then and it got into our box spring or whatever. So he was just convinced of that, and that was another reason why he didn't really want to do too much. I don't know, he was brand new. I don't know if he like underbid everybody and didn't want to spend a lot of money. But, we told him, look, if this doesn't work, he said they should die within 4 weeks. If this doesn't work, what's going to happen if they're still alive? So he said he will come back, and they're going to have to lift up the rugs and spray on the rugs underneath and everything. But personally, I have been sleeping great. I sprayed down my mattress with alcohol. I sprayed down my body with alcohol before I go to bed. And I think that first night, and they put little tape, like the mouse sticky stuff to catch roaches and mice, and there's been nothing there. But I think like the first night I might have felt a bite, like maybe somewhere in the room. It was still in the room somewhere. My husband says he still gets bit once or twice a night, but it's been much, much better. We spray it down with alcohol, and I keep buying bed bug spray. I still spray down stuff I want to make sure these things are dead. But it was exhausting. I had to take my dog and my cat, and I was going to leave my dog for the first time in a pet hotel. because I mean, I didn't want him in the car for 4 hours. We would be in the car for 4 hours with the air conditioner. We had the cat. I said, well, we could leave him in a pet hotel. We could carry the cat, maybe go to the mall or something. I mean, we don't have one here, but I'll drive somewhere. But my kids were like, no, he has separation anxiety, my dog, and we get separation anxiety, and they were afraid that what if he bites somebody, what if he gets scared, and blah, blah, and the other dogs attack him, or he bites somebody, so we basically sit in the car. But the guy said we could come back after 3 hours. So I said, that was what I did. I didn't stay out for the 4, I stayed out for 3, ran every errand that I could think of that needed to be done, came back exhausted. The day before, like I told you, we had to wash clothes, wash sheets, wash everything. Put it in the dryer and put it outside in the heat, in the black bag. We obviously wasn't going to get all that done. And obviously we need sheets to sleep in, so we had to wait till the next day to do all of that. So, and I have the 20 pillows. You can't wash pillows or they get ruined. I have certain things that cannot be washed or dried. My clothes I can't put in the dryer because they'll shrink. So, they were out in the heat. All I could do was just the next day, just whatever I needed to wash and put in the dryer. We were doing that all day long. It was horrible that first night because I couldn't. All my pillows were still outside. There's just too many pillows to wash and dry. I only got a couple of them. I couldn't sleep. And then, like I said, the bed is hotter. It's kind of sticky now to try and get on and off. That was probably one of the worst nights. And then the next day, washing and drying, washing and drying, washing and drying, drying, sheets and towels, and I'm exhausted. I am so exhausted. I can barely breathe this week. It was so bad. But for me, as far as I can feel, it feels like this may be taking care of the problem because, like I said, I've been sleeping well. Just that very first night, I might have felt a bite or two, but I've been sleeping really well. Yesterday, though, I felt when I sat in the sofa, I did feel something, but I didn't see any bite marks. See, I don't know if you can see, but I have a scab from scratching. I didn't see any of that, but I sprayed it down again. So yeah, it seems to be getting better. So, just been learning a lot. They have these things that they go into your house if you don't want to use the pesticides. They go into your house and they have this heat machine that heats up your entire house to 130 degrees, and that's supposed to kill them. You can use steamers at 200 degrees and steam down your mattress, your box spring, your carpet seams. That's supposed to kill them. Alcohol's supposed to kill them. So you spray down your sheet and your body with it. You can spray all the crevices where you think they might be hiding with alcohol. It's been just learning a lot. So yeah. So it can happen to anyone at any time. It's a scary thought. They've even gone as far as calling them the vampire roaches, because they're like roaches. They're hard. Once they take over, it's really hard to get rid of, and plus they suck your blood at night. And the part that it numbs you, so you don't know it's there, so you can't kill it. It's I seriously have some questions for God when I go to heaven. I've heard a couple of people say that, because really, what's the purpose? Like even a cockroach, the purpose of a cockroach is to control the garbage of the world. But what's the purpose of lice and fleas and bed bugs, these parasites that itch you, and mosquitoes that carry diseases? And a couple of people said that back in the day when they had the 10 plagues or the 12 plagues, because right now my head isn't on straight. Plagues of Egypt, when there was at one point that he one of the plagues was insects that bit you, and sucked your blood, and some people think it was lice. I can't remember the exact thing but I think that might have been when it happened. That's what people keep telling me. They think that that's when it finally came to Earth. But why not just destroy them afterwards? I mean, really? Really? I have some serious questions for God. So anyway, so yeah, so that's that. And I will see you next week with the red, yellow, and blue look. Bye.